And we're back. It's the CWSFL playoffs. Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. We got the Berlin Hellhounds taking on the Minnesota Polar Bears. And look, the Hounds are coming off the first round bye as they won the East Division, so they were able to take that home. While the Minnesota Polar Bears, they're coming off a tough, hard-fought win against the Bermuda Blackguard. And now, they're here in Berlin ready to get it done against the 9-1 Hounds. Now, this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be tough. And it's going to come down to Axel Axman and Ragnar Rushington. If both these two running backs can have strong days, either one of these teams can win. Question is, though, will Kippa Jones or Ian Bonte Adams, two of the top receivers here in the league, they could be, if they get going early, they're not stopped at all, man, this could get scary. This could get scary. But you got new player Kai Jordan back there deep in the secondary looking to try to slow them down, as they should. It should be a good game, though. Good back and forth. Man, and then on the defense, you get to see we get to see if Kellis gets to find a way to get in the end zone again. He already has multiple defensive touchdowns here on the season. I believe it's 3. But this one should be a good game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We cannot wait to get into it. Just get on down to the field and here soon and see what's happening. Because, man, it's rainy. It's sold out. Bermuda is ready to go. Ton of yellow here in the fans. But Cody Parks is yet to throw an incompletion here in the playoffs. He was 10 for 10 in last week's game against Bermuda. And now, he's coming in here against one of the best defenses here in the league. And he has yet to throw an incompletion. It's going to be a lot of fun. Game's getting ready to start, though. They got the coin toss going on. So we need to head down to the field and see what's going on. Man, it's time for the playoffs. We got the Berlin Hellhounds down here in a rainy one. And they're going to kick off first to the Minnesota Polar Bears. We get to see Cody Parks come out on offense first and Ragnar Rushington. And Rushington went off for over 400 touchdowns last game against the Bermuda Blackguard in that first round of the playoffs. He had like 6 touchdowns. And he went crazy. But not only that, Cody Parks did exactly what he needed to do. He had 10 throws. He threw 10 completions out there. He has yet to throw an incompletion here in this playoffs. And he's going to try to come in here against the Hounds and keep that streak alive as they look to pull off the upset. But so far, they're 2 plays in. It's already a 3rd and 7. And they're looking like they're going to really lean on Rushington again here. And dang, he just broke free for 17 yards. Picks up a first down on what looks like it almost was going to be a tackle in the backfield. But he just slips free there and finds a way to make it happen. And look, there he goes again. Oh, what a nasty spin move right there. Rushington's coming in with only having 93 rush attempts, 103 yards, and 17 touchdowns. This is what's crazy. Axel Axman, the running back for the Berlin Hellhounds, also has 93 rush attempts this season, 1,247 yards, and 19 rushing touchdowns. Oh my. Rushington's going to try to get them in the end zone real quick on a 17-yard touchdown run. But it's now 1st and 10 from the 4. They're going to run it right up the middle, and Rushington didn't get it on the 17-yard run, so instead he just runs it up the gut with a 4-yard touchdown. And we got a touchdown, Minnesota. And man, the Polar Bears drive down the field real quick in 56 seconds, all on the back of Ragnar Rushington, the rookie running back. And now, Jaquan Freesmith And this offense is going to come out on offense. And Free Smith having over 1,100 passing yards this season, 41 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions coming in. And what's crazy is he did all that with a 75 completion percentage. And Paul Blackman. Wow, the Paul Blackman comes up with a huge stop right there. That man has been sensational this season. Trying to make his case for linebacker of the year, and he might just be able to do it. Because that man had 15 tackles for loss. 42 tackles, 4 deflections, 5 interceptions coming in to this postseason. Oh, they could have had a stop right there on 3rd down. But Iron Vontae Adams. Dude had 52 receptions, 1,112 yards, 11 touchdowns, 436 run after the catch. The dude was incredible this year, man. And what people thought could have been a down year turned into being a top 5 linebacker or wide receiver performance this season. X-Men tries to break free on the edge right there, and they're going to give it to him. They're going to say the hit knocked him forward and passed the 1st down. Ooh, they're going to run it back with him again. And the man, Oscar Scott, coming in here, having an incredible season. He had 12 tackles for loss on the year. And then, look at that, getting one in here today on a tackle for loss right there on X-Men. They're going to run it back to the outside. This time he's going to break off a couple tackles. And there's a touchdown, Hellhounds. Axel Axman, 30-yard run into the end zone on just 4 carries. We got ourselves another touchdown here. And look, this time it's from the Berlin Hellhounds. Dino Deal is going to put this through. And we got ourselves a tie ball game at 7 apiece with 1:41 left to go here in this 1st quarter. We got a 3rd down now. 3rd and 7 here. And just like the start of the last drive, a quick 3rd down. But, ooh, it's going to be a throw. Ooh, and the first throw for Cody Parks is an incompletion. Ends his playoff passing completion streak. And just like that, it's going to be a 4th down. Polar Bears are going to punt this back to the Hounds. And going to give them the opportunity to take the lead for the first time here at home as Iron Vontae Adams has an incredible punt. Wow, ooh, man. I thought he was going to be able to possibly take that to the house if he gets past 1 tackle. He was not able to make that happen. Ooh. Axel broke off a couple one there. Including one from Paul Blackman, but new players able to get him down there. And the big safety back there came up and made the play before he could get too many there. But he got 4 in the first. He gets 2 on the second one. It's a 3rd and 4 now from the 41. This is a big time play right here for the defense here if they want to try to get off the field and maybe sit. Oh, they had the opportunity. They couldn't make it happen. Axel Axman breaks free for a 1st down. That is extremely tough right there. Fumble! Ooh, man. Free Smith was able to jump on that one and just saved a big play from this defense. As that'll do it for the 1st quarter. The Berlin Hellhounds are tied up here 7 apiece at home with the Minnesota Polar Bears here in the Final 4 of the CWSFL Season 9 Postseason. And man, this has been an incredible game. We got the Around the World Sports Network crew bringing it to you. We got two amazing games happening today. We got the Prospect Bowl as well, man. It's been a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Ooh, Charlie Stagg, who's coming in here off 9 receiving touchdowns with 39 receptions, 562 yards. Dude is beasting and feasting out there this season, trying to make a name for tight end of the year. And just like that, Axel Axman gets his first receiving touchdown of the season. And it comes here in a crucial time in the playoffs to give them their first lead, as they are now up 14-7 with Dino Dale putting it right through the uprights. And a 3-and-out from the Polar Bears offense now turns into a touchdown for the Hounds and a lead here in this nasty rain. Uh-oh. Throwing it up to Bimlock. He gets 28 right there on his second reception. I'm going to run up the middle of Rushington. Rushington throws a nasty spin move on the defense and breaks free for 28. And he's got over 100 yards now on 10 carries. This man is beasting and feasting here early in this one. He's got to find a way to get this team back in the end zone. Ooh, Artemis chased him down right there, showing him he's got the better wheels. Ooh. Bumbo! Ooh, both running backs now have coughed up the ball and been saved by their quarterbacks. Now this is a question here. Do they go for this? Ooh, they're going to bring out Joanna Man, take the field goal, play it safe. Joanna Man puts it up through for 32 yards. It's 14-10. We got 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Free Smith is back now out on offense. We're going to see if they continue to stick with the ground and pound, or do they finally start to air it out a little bit. Free Smith is 6 for 6, 96 yards and a touchdown here in this one. Wow, and right on cue, the announcer's curse. As I jinx it there for Free Smith as he gets his first incompletion of the game. Uh-oh. 42 takes off up the middle for 18 yards. Big run right there. Oh, Iron Vontae Adams on that deep ball. 50-yard reception for him. Ooh, running up the gut with 42. He gets another rushing touchdown, capping off an incredible rookie season so far, as he had 10 total touchdowns, and 9 of those as a running back were receiving touchdowns. And yeah, insane, right? Didn't even have probably over 300 yards total receiving and rushing, but had 12 total touchdowns this season. Ooh! Killis comes up with a big hit this time. His 5th tackle is a 5-yard tackle for loss. And now Polar Bears are starting 2nd down here in a hole as they got 15 yards to go. They're going to throw it with Cody Parks. And down goes Parks. Parks and Rec is taken down by Drader. Third and 24. And this is looking ugly. Ooh! And Robert Burns Woodard comes up with a 2-yard tackle for loss. Ragnar Rushington tried to spin him out of it and make him something happen. And Robert Burns said, "Not so fast, my friend. I'm waiting for it." Iron Vontae is going to get a good punt return here. On the Hounds now are going to start inside the 45. They're already in field goal range. There's 47 seconds. They don't really have to play this in too much of a hurry. They're up 21-10 right now. They get ball to start the 3rd quarter. So, like I was saying, they don't really have to play this too quickly. They can kind of take their time with this. If they want, they can settle for the field goal to end the half. Wow, Oscar Scott comes up with a 4-yard tackle for loss. His 2nd tackle for loss here in this one. 23 seconds left now. 2nd and 14. So this is where we see it get aired out. Oh. 42 right up the gut. All right, 3rd down now. Ooh, and Hex Holy Cross comes up with a stop. And that is huge right there. Holds the Hounds to 3. Right before the half. Even though the Hounds now, they extend this lead to 2 touchdowns with a 43-yard kick from Dino Dill to end the first half. The Hounds get ball to start the 3rd quarter, so that is huge for the Polar Bears to show, hey, we can get a stop on this offense. We haven't done it yet, but it is possible. We can hold them to 3 when they are in field goal range, even though it's the end of the quarter, or they still shows them headed into the locker room that they can get it done. And everybody knows when the Polar Bears go into halftime, Paul Blackman really talks to this team, gives them those inspirational halftime speeches, sometimes even breaks a whiteboard or two. Here recently, this season, it's even been as expensive as a couple Microsoft tablets. It's tough, but Paul Blackman gets his word across when he goes into that locker room, and the Polar Bears come out a different team here in the 2nd half. It's the way it always works. This time, though, we got a battle between the 2 running backs, Rushington and Axeman. Axeman's got 2 total touchdowns and only 38 rushing yards. But Rushington is over 100 yards rushing down. 15 carries and 1 touchdown here in this one. He's finding that rhythm on the running game, but so far the Polar Bears cannot get anything going besides him. Hounds can just put 8 guys in the box and just wait for the handoff. It's 24-10 right now. Berlin Hellhounds are really cooking it up right now. As the Hounds, they haven't really been getting off the field. Their offense is clicking. Everything's ending in a touchdown or like that last drive in a field goal. And the Polar Bears, man, they've had to settle on a field goal on a drive that they were moving the ball really well. They've had to punt a few away. Both teams have fumbled it, but luckily their quarterbacks recovered it. Vontae Adams has 4 receptions, 116 yards. Mr. Big has 0. Right down each team's best receiver is really showing what the difference is here in this game. Like Vontae Adams has touches. Mr. Big does not, and Mr. Big came into the season 56 receptions, over 100 yards, 10 touchdowns, and we haven't really seen him getting going so much. So we're going to see if they try to fix that here in this second half, as the Hellhounds are now going to come out on offense and see if they're going to extend this lead here in the final, or as we get the final 12 minutes started. Hounds are really moving it here with Axman, as he's got 9 yards right there. Gives him over 50 rushing yards here on the game. Ooh. Could have maybe tried to squeeze that in there to Iron Vontae Adams over the middle. Just couldn't find a way to make it happen. 2nd and 10. Already seen 6 plays here out of the gate. Ooh, Kippa Jones. Kippa Jones, man, having an incredible year. Look at this, 42 receptions, 1,188 yards, 11 total touchdowns. Dude went crazy on the run after the catch with 562 yards. Beasting and feasting out there this season. Kippa Jones, man, really balling out. Led the team in receiving yards too as well. Tied for touchdowns with Iron Vontae. Telling you, man, this Hounds offense, defense, man, they got dogs everywhere. And look at that, it's a touchdown, Berlin. That's 42, gets his 2nd one of the game. This one is a 5-yard run right up the gut. And the Hounds have extended this lead, as it's now 31-10. Uh-oh, Mr. Big is getting involved now. And Mr. Big down the sideline. Ooh, Mr. Big picks up 38 yards on his first reception. And we were talking about at halftime, Mr. Big, they got to get him going. And look, they find a way. Reggie White. Reggie White. It's 31-13 here. 2nd and 10. Charlie Stagg comes up with a 20-yard catch, his 2nd catch of the day. A little quiet here in this one, but it's mostly because the Hounds have been a little bit more run heavy today than usual. Uh-oh! Ooh, I thought Iron was going to break free there. And it's a touchdown, Axel Axman. It is 38-13, 33 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter. And the CWSFL would like to make an announcement coming up here at the end. Down goes Parks and Recs. Artemis, 12-yard tackle for loss. First sack of the game here for Artemis. But the CWSFL would like to make an announcement here at the end of the 3rd quarter over the Vancouver Lancers general manager hiring. It's going to be exciting here. The Vancouver Lancers have been on a long search for the job and finding the right person to help lead them into victory moving forward in this new era of Vancouver. And the ownership for Vancouver is still going to be done by the league. The league officials are going to own the Vancouver Lancers for at least the next season. But the general manager for the Vancouver Lancers is going to be coming out as Little Johnny from the Houston Stags. Man, he's went through the interview. Fumble! And the Hounds pick it up. Wow, right during the announcement, Rat God. Oh, it is a touchdown, Berlin. We have a scoop and score and a defensive touchdown. And this lead is just continuing to grow. But, like I was saying, Little Johnny, man, is going to be the Vancouver Lancers' new general manager. It's going to be a lot of fun to see him take over now Vancouver and this new era of the Lancers. And seeing what he is able to do as general manager. Ownership is, though, like I said, going to be done by the league office for at least the next season, while Little Johnny is coming in, taking over full reins as general manager of the Lancers. But, man, this is going to be exciting to see, and we get to see how everything plays out now with the Vancouver Lancers in this new era known as the Johnny era. But the Polar Bears, man, they're down. 5 minutes left to go here in this game, and what could be the last 5 minutes of their season. It's 45-13. Interception! Rat God! Can he do it? Ooh, I thought he's about to have 2 possessions with touchdowns. Oh, man, Rat God is going crazy out there today. Whew. Cody Parks coughs it up again, and this time, Rat God was there to make him pay. Hounds are, man, there's a lot of rumbling, bumbling happening there, but Hex Holy Cross comes up with a 4-yard tackle for loss. Uh-oh, McBot trying to make some plays. It's 48-13. We got 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Ooh, tipped right there by Phoebe Storm, former running back in the CWSFL, showing some skills playing linebacker. It's 48-13 here. We're under 3 minutes left to go. Cody Parks is going to try to air this one out, and he finds his man Big Nuts for a gain of 29 yards on his first reception here of the game. Butkus comes up with a sack right there. Incredible. And it's going to be 4th down now for the Polar Bears. And they're going to bring out Joanna Man and just put this right through with 1:03 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Reggie White, 1-yard tackle for loss. Ooh, Axeman rumbling, bumbling, stumbling there, and can only get a yard. And that'll do it for this one. The Berlin Hellhounds are back in the Gold Bowl, and they will be waiting the winner of the Bangkok Pandas and the Houston Stags to find out who will be matching up against the Hounds in the Season 9 Gold Bowl next Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting, and we cannot wait to get to that. And this player of the game is nobody other than Axel Axman. 24 rushes, 74 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving yard or 2 receptions, 11 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Axel Axman balled out with a hat trick today. Did exactly as you expected him or expected them to do, and carry this Hellhounds offense to victory today. And they did just that. 48-16 over the Minnesota Polar Bears. Minnesota Polar Bears had an incredible season this year as they made it to the playoffs as a 4 seed, made it all the way to the Final Four, and they fell short against the Hounds here today, but they had an amazing season and honestly should be riding in a lot of momentum in this offseason headed into the season 10. But we get to see Cody Parks was 11 for 15, 161 yards, and then a big pick six to Rat God. Mr. Big got going in the second half, 6 receptions, 64 yards. Bimlock 3 for 54. Rushington, 22 rushes, 146 yards, 1 touchdown. Usually, Rushington has over 20 rushes. You see about 400 yards and about 5+ touchdowns over on the side. Today, though, the Berlin Hellhounds defense held Rushington to 146 yards and 1 touchdown. What's crazy, though, is Rushington is only a rookie. This is only the beginning. It's only the start for him. And, man, it is about to get scary over the next few seasons for Ragnar. But Oscar Scott, 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Reggie Watt had 2 tackles for loss. Hex Holy Cross had 2 tackles for loss. Paul Blackman had 8 tackles, 1 for loss. New player had 10 tackles. Not a whole lot of deflections or interceptions out there today. But defense just couldn't find the ways to get the stops when they needed to out there today. Joanna Man had 3 field goals, hit them all, 1 from 50, and 52 yards to be exact. But Jaquan Freesmith was 12 for 15, 231 yards and a touchdown. Iron Vontae Adams had 5 for 151. Kippa Jones only had 1 reception for 10 yards today. Charlie Stagg 2 for 39. That 1 receiving touchdown went to Axman, who was the player of the game. And then 42 had 2 rushes for 2 receptions for 20 yards, and then 7 rushes for 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. Man, 42 gets a receiving touchdown. He might have been the player of the game. Both running backs went crazy. They were lethal out there today. And then this defense, man, Rat God had him a pick 6. Gunny had 6 tackles. You got to see Drader have 3 tackles for loss and a sack. Artemis had a sack, 4 tackles. Killis had a tackle for loss. Man, defense was flying all over the field today, and they were having a lot of fun when they were doing it. And then Dino Dill as well had 2 field goals, 6 extra points out there, balling out. And man, oh man, was this not a good game? This was an amazing game. Polar Bears do fall short though, 16 to 48 here on the road in Berlin in a rainy one. But man, this was a lot of fun. It was a great game. We enjoyed it. The season 9 CWSFL Postseason has been incredible so far. We've had now 3 amazing games. And now we're getting ready to hopefully make it 4 with the Bangkok Pandas and the Houston Stags finishing off the Final 4 here of the CWSFL as we get to find out who's going to be matching up in the Season 9 Gold Bowl. Man, this one's going to be fun. It's exciting, and we cannot wait to figure out who's going to be winning this next game. Ooh, it's going to be good. We've had an amazing prospect game presented by the Midnight Wire, the Berlin Hounder, earlier today. That one was a lot of fun. We appreciate all y'all watching and tuning in for that one. Prospect MVPs were balling out there, and all the prospects coming up for Season 9. It's going to be great to see. Coming up on Wednesday, though, we do have the Banana Bowl and the Around the World Bowl, another prospect game as well. The 4th one of the season. As those are starting to come to a close and round out as the draft is approaching for those prospects. But it's going to be a lot of fun on Wednesday to just sit back, relax, enjoy a little bit of Banana Bowl football, and a little bit of the prospect game. Everybody can kind of in the league, while there's no other CWSFL games really happening besides the Banana Bowl, get to watch and see the upcoming talent here in the CWSFL and see how the Season 10 draft class is looking. And then coming up on Saturday, we got the Season 9 Gold Bowl, and it's going to be the Berlin Hellhounds, the number 1 seed, 9-1, sitting there waiting, finding out who they're going to be playing in that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. We cannot wait to get that one going, and man, it is going to be so much fun. It is going to be electric. But we got one more game coming up here tonight, and it's the Bangkok Pandas traveling to the Houston Stags under the bright lights of Lone Star Stadium. to take on this 7-3 Stags, the 9-1 Pandas. It's going to be exciting. We got Jay Money versus Dominique Moulton. We got Jalen Jones versus Johnny Munchops. We got Little Johnny versus Jamar Chase. It's going to be exciting. We cannot wait to get to it. And we appreciate all y'all tuning into this first game of the Minnesota Polar Bears and the Berlin Hellhounds, where the Hounds win this thing 48-16. We got to hurry and get over to this next game, though, because it's coming up right after this one. And everybody that is tuning in, ready to go on over to it, we appreciate y'all watching this first game. And we'll see y'all at the next one. What is going on, everybody? We're back with our next game of the evening. Those of y'all that are joining us from the Berlin Hellhounds Minnesota Polar Bears game, man, that one was an amazing game. It was fantastic, a lot of fun. We appreciate all y'all watching, and those of you that enjoyed that one and that are coming on over here to this next game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're here in front of the bright lights at night here in Houston at Lone Star Stadium, ready for the Bangkok Pandas, who are 9-1, to take on the 7-3 Houston Stags. Stags won their division, though. They got the first round bye. This is their first game of the playoffs, while the Pandas pummeled the Pegasi in the first round, and I only gave up 3 points, and that was on the opening drive on a field goal. Didn't give up a touchdown at all. That first round was a breeze for them. Then and now they're up here ready to take on the Stags in the final four of our CWSFL Season 9. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the Around the World Sports Network crew here for a prime time game, and it's an amazing Saturday. We've had two amazing. We're getting ready to have two amazing games because we've already got one knocked out. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We get to see one team in the Pandas who have came into the season mostly pass heavy, as Jay Money's thrown it 230 times, completed 73% of those, while they've only ran the ball 89 times. Now, Jalen Jones did get 1,200 rushing yards, did have 23 total touchdowns in the air and on the ground, but they're playing one of the most balanced teams here in the CWSFL. We're able to win that West Division title doing it, as Dominique Moulton was 167 pass attempts. He completed 75% of those. And then you got Johnny Munchops, who ran it 155 times. And he was 50 yards short from 2,000 rushing yards. But he did have 27 total rushing yards, or total touchdowns here this season. And he is dominant as ever, leading the Stags any way that he needs to. His usage might have been down a little bit this year compared to last year, but it doesn't matter. His yards per attempt, everything, man, it went up. He was really involved in a lot of ways this year on the offense, and it's a reason they got a division title, first one in franchise history. And not only that, they got one of the first ever first round buys here in the CWSFL, new playoff format. Man, this has been an incredible game, though. It's been a lot of fun, and we got ourselves a dogfight of a game about to happen. We have two amazing defenses facing off as well. Little Johnny and AJ Carter were picked up late into the season for the Houston Stags. And, man, Little Johnny's been spending a lot of time in Cancun, resting it up, as he's been battling CTE all season, been trying to limit his usage. Only played in 2 games this year, and now making his appearance in the playoffs. And then AJ Carter, former quarterback, journeyman in the league a little bit, not so much, just bounced around from the Pharaohs and then ended that QB style with the Lancers. Now he's playing D lineman for the Stags and is kind of thriving in that position. But on the Pandas side of things, you got Emory Phelps, 18 sacks, broke the record for it, his own record. And you have Nathan Bodie back there at safety. It's just going to be tough, and two good offensive lines going at it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we cannot wait for you all to see how this one plays out. But coin toss is happening soon, so you know what that means. We gotta hurry and get down to the game, because, man, we get to see such... Woo! We get to see if Jamar Chase is ready for that Little Johnny, or is Little Johnny going to bring it to him. Then we got Jackalope on Trayvon Wright Jr. Oh, man. Then you got Tibbs going up against Jalen Jones. Man, it's going to be dangerous. Can JB get to Dominique Maupin in this one? Or is it going to be all little Johnny Bunt Chops? Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good one. Coin toss is happening, though, so let's head down to the field and see what's going on. And it's time for some playoff football, man. We're down here on the field. We got the coin toss happening. The Pandas are going to start off with the ball. We get to see J Money in this offense come on out. Man, we got the 9-1 Bangkok Pandas, the 7-3 Houston Stags. This one's going to be a lot of fun. And it's under the bright lights here in Houston. We're Final Four, man, of the CWSFL Season 9 Postseason, man. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. And it's going to be exciting. First play is going to be a pass with J Money. And it's a wide open Jamar Chase for a gain of 25. Woo-hoo! And the Pandas fans are going crazy. I don't know if you just heard that guy or not, but man... See, what's great about being here in Houston is, man, the announcers, we're sitting in with the stands. We're right here. We're not in the press box. We're not in a booth, man. We're right here in with the fans. So you get to hear them sometimes going crazy. We try to block it out, but sometimes, yeah, and sometimes you can hear them. In a playoff atmosphere like this, man. Ooh. Just missed Trayvon Wright on a wide open pass that could have been a first down. Almost got some money there, but made him get rid of it. Trying to throw it to Jamar Chase quickly. Didn't happen. Jaden Harrison comes up with a deflection there. Had two Stags in the area. Either one of them could have got it. It's 3rd and 10 now on the opening drive here of the game. See if the Pandas are going to be held to 3. Ooh, they get Biggie Dishwasher, but it's going to be a 4th and inches. Stags are going to hold them to 3 here on this one. And Mr. Automatic puts it through from 42 yards. Pandas have the lead 3-0. All right, we can see Johnny Monchots. This, oh, Pablo Baby Carter Sanchez comes up on the 1-yard tackle for loss. Ooh, down goes Maupin on the very next play of the game. McGee comes up with a 10-yard tackle for loss. His first Banana Bowl appearance has happened in this season. And look at that, he's showing up under the bright lights here in Houston. 3rd and 20. Ooh, gets hit while he throws it, but doesn't matter. Only picks up 13. Houston is going to start out here on its opening drive. Go on a 3-and-out. And it's going to be a punt with Jalen Goodson. Ooh, that Tino's going to get hit bad on that one, but it's not going to happen. Instead, he gets the hitting, and he gets a big play right there. And the Pandas are going to start off in field goal range, but they're going to be at the 31-yard line, and it's going to be a pass here from J Money. Ooh, overthrows Jamar Chase. Uh-oh. Finds the man Biggie Dishwasher for a gain of 8 yards. Ooh, overthrow him. And the Pandas, they're going to get held to another field goal here. Going to bring out Mr. Automatic again. It's 4th and 2. Get good position there from the punt return, but they're just not going to be able to to find anything there as Mr. Automatic puts it through from 37 at 6-0. Bangkok has the lead here in this one with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. And the Stags are going to come back out on offense. They had to punt on the last drive with Jalen Goodson Jr. We're going to see if they can figure something out here. As a no gain for Johnny Munchops and a 10-yard sack. Really put him behind the chains. And down goes Mopin. Phelps comes up with a 9-yard sack on the first down on this next possession. Man, it is tough out here right now for this Houston Stags. This O-line is getting obliterated. There it is again. McGee, 4-yard tackle for loss. This D-line is ferocious right now. Ooh, almost got him again. No, 3rd and 24, they get it to 19 on the play right there and catch by Jalen. Jordan Matthews. Tina's going to be back to take this punt again from Jalen Goodson Jr. Ooh, knocks down one defender, but it doesn't matter because there's another one right there waiting for him, and he hits him. Pandas are back out on offense. Ooh, and they find Trayvon Wright Jr. down the sideline for a gain of 30 yards. Give him 32 after the spot. Uh-oh, Jay Money evades the sack. Ooh, and he gets leveled by Grant White, former Bangkok Panda. Won a Gold Bowl with them last season, then was in the expansion draft, picked up by the Sao Paulo Pumas, and then got immediately traded over to the Houston Stags. Now we've got a division title with them out there in the West, and is going to try to compete for a Gold Bowl with them this season. But Trayvon Wright Jr. comes up with the play right there. Uh-oh. 1st and goal, incomplete. Whew. And another drive ended in a field goal, and look at that. It is 9-0 here with 5:38 going in the second quarter, and the Stags are coming out on another offensive possession. Uh-oh, finds Kellen Noble over the middle for a gain of 20 yards. His second reception. And he is looking good as he's starting to heat up. Uh-oh. And look at that. It's a touchdown. Kellen Noah, 25 yards over the middle. And the Stags are on the board for the first time here in this game. And they got a chance to make this a 2-point game as Jalen Goodson Jr. puts it right up to. And it is a 2-point game here in this one. It is 9-7. Pandas are going to come back out on offense. And they've had 3 drives and they've had 3 field goals. We'll see if they can find a way to get in the end zone for the first time here in this one. Uh-oh, Trayvon Wright for a gain of 14. And they get it right back to him for a gain of 12. They find Jalen Jones down the sideline for a gain of 23 on his first reception of the game. And the Pandas are back in a good position as they got a chance to get a field goal if they get to a 4th down. But, man, see if they can find a way to get in the end zone. Ooh, Jalen Jones tackled just short on his first carry. It's 24 yards, and he's almost in the end zone, but they're going to give him give him short at the 2. And that one's deflected by a big Tyree. Ooh, Jalen Jones was running into a center there, but finally got around him and was able to get in the end zone for the first touchdown here for the Pandas. And we got ourselves a 16-7 game here with 2:39 left to go in the second quarter, and this one has been a lot of fun. It's been exciting. It's been electric. Let's see if the Stags got an answer. Uh-oh. Kellen Noble over the middle. Eventually tackled behind by Nathan Boney and Mad Max. Uh-oh. There he is again, wide open on the exact same play. Kellen Noble, this time from 30 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns. He is bowling out here in this first half. Ooh, Jackalope came flying in. Uh-oh, Jamar Chase for a gain of 27 on his second reception here. Pandas, they don't get ball to start the third quarter. The Stags do, so you got to think they're hurrying here because they want to get points on the board here before the half. And they're going to run it with Biggie Dishwasher, pick up 3, and call a timeout. Ooh, Biggie Dishwasher cannot hold on to that one. A.J. Bourne comes up with a big hit. Ooh. But Trayvon Wright, already 7 receptions here in this first half, is continuing this dominant game. Let's see if they're going to try to find him back to him again here in the end zone. No, they're going to try to get that to Biggie Dishwasher and Tyree. Big Tibbs comes up with another deflection. Trayvon Wright can't come down with it. Third and 10, 26 seconds left to go here in the first half. Dangerous pass. And they're going to have to settle for another field goal. Their fourth one here in the first half. This one from 35. So we got 9 seconds left to go here. We're going to see if they're just going to run this out or they're going to try to, I guess, hurry and get a field goal. Ooh, they could have, but they just ran out of time. And that'll do it here for the first half as the Pandas lead it on the road. But right now it is a battle between the receivers. Trayvon Wright Jr. balling out right now with 7 receptions and over 100 yards. But Kellen Noble, 5 receptions, over 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns here in this one. Man. This is insane right now. This is a great performance. This is a lot of fun. Everybody tuning in right now has got to be on the edge of their seat. It's a 19-14 game. The Pandas have the lead here in Houston at Lone Star Stadium in front of a sold-out crowd that has been electric all first half. But the Stags get ball to start the third quarter. They're only down 5. You got to think. They got, with the chance to take the lead here in the playoffs in the second half, they're going to try to take full advantage of that and score and then put the pedal to the metal. But we're going to have to see how this plays out. This has been an amazing first half, and the second half is looking like it's only going to be even better. But let's get right into it. Stags are going to come out on offense. So let's see what they got and what the coaches have been telling them in the halftime and what adjustments have been made. We got 12 minutes left. Let's see what Dominique Molpin's got. But Steve Yondi. Wow, Tina comes up with a 2-yard tackle for loss. His first tackle for loss of the game. Ooh. McGee gets up for a 4-yard tackle for loss. And just like that, the Pandas defense comes up with a stop on the opening drive here in the third quarter. And the Pandas are going to have Tina back deep waiting to take this from Jalen Goodson Jr. He's got a few blockers, but he's only able to get this for a 29-yard return. And he's going to start this one. Finds Jalen Jones for a gain of 4. Ooh, little Johnny. Bit of relaxing in Cancun. Trying to rest up from the CTE, man. And showing up here in the playoffs with already 2 deflections. Jalen Jones, though, 20 yards down the sideline for a big play right there. He's got the Pandas inside the 30. Uh-oh. Second and 10 now. Let's see what the Pandas are going to do here. They're going to hand... Ooh, they're not going to hand it off. They're going to throw it with Jay Money, and he's got Flandy Floss for a first down over the middle. Wow. Uh-oh, Jalen Jones for a gain of 4. They have not been good here on 3rd down, but they find a way to get it there. It's going to be 1st and goal now from the 5-yard line as Biggie Dishwasher takes it up the middle for 10. This has been an 8-play drive now. Uh-oh. Trayvon Wright. And just like that, it's 26-14 now with a touchdown from the Pandas. After that big stop here to start the 3rd quarter on defense, then they march down the field and they get a touchdown, extend the lead. And now the Stags really need to get something going here on offense. Analyzing one of that interception right there, just couldn't get it because Kellen Noble came down with it. There he is again, Kellen Noble, man. He is beasting and feasting out there today. Kellen Noble was once a defensive lineman for the Bangkok Pandas, while were Frankfurt Lions at the time back in season 4. Won a Gold Bowl with them before starting his career as a receiver. Uh-oh, Mutton Chops breaks free on the outside, eventually tackled from behind by Jalen Jones. Picks up 19 yards on just 7 short carries here in this one. Ooh, he's in the end zone though, breaks free, and he gets a 14-yard touchdown, and the Stags are back on the board. And would you look at that, we got a touchdown, Houston. With 32 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter, we got ourselves a 5-point game with a good extra point from Jalen Goodson Jr. Ooh. Tina gets a 26-yard return. Jackalope comes up with a deflection. There's Trayvon Wright again. Already 9 receptions, 142 yards. Keeps the chains moving here on this one. We'll have about one more play here in this 3rd quarter before we head to the fourth of this 5-point game. And it's time for the 4th quarters. It's 26-21 here. 2nd and inches for the Pandas. We got the final 6 minutes here in this one of a 5-point game, man. This has been a great one so far. Ooh, MJ Money goes down for a sack. And that might have just knocked him out of field goal range, which could be huge. And it did. Uh-oh, Johnny Munt drops. Stags have a chance to take the lead here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 2 now. Ooh. Big pass play right there. Second and 4 now. 4-12 here in this fourth quarter. See if they... Ooh, they are. They're going to run it right back with Munt Chops. As they should. They should really thrive on him here on this drive. And on first down, they're going to pass it with Steve Yondy. They're going to make it a 2nd and 6. Now, you got to think, run it here with Johnny Munt Chops. They're going to do just that. And he's going to break the edge. And he's going to have a first down and a whole lot more. I'm going to run it up the middle and get 4. Uh-oh. Panda's defense was all around him there, and it's 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down here for both teams. They're going to throw it. Ooh, and he had Kellen Noble open over the middle, and it just threw it too far. Wow. 4th and 5. And they're going to go for it. It's a run on the outside with Johnny Munt Chops, and he breaks free. Johnny Munt Chops. Ooh, and he's tackled from behind on the outside by JB on a 26-yard run. Uh-oh. Minute 47, and it's a 1-yard tackle for loss by Phelps. His 2nd tackle for loss here in the game. A minute 29 left to go. 5-point game. Intercepted by Analyzer in the end zone. The Stags were moving and grooving, and they had the ball, and they had the game starting to go into their control. And Mopin throws an interception to Analyzer in the end zone. Ooh, the Pandas are throwing it. Down to a minute 15 here. 2nd and 10. Got to question why the Pandas are trying to throw it. They find Jamar Chase over the middle. Jamar Chase! Jamar Chase with a huge gain on his 3rd reception for 38 yards. Wow. And now they're going to run it with Jalen Jones as they get under a minute. Ooh. Tried to celebrate there, even though he had a defender coming right for him. Stags call timeout after the 31-yard run. We're down to 50 seconds here on this one. And they find Trayvon right in the end zone for a touchdown. Pandas on his 10th reception is a 2-yard touchdown. Mr. Automatic's going to come right on out for a extra point. Put this thing right through. Make it 33 to 21. Now we get to see the Stags on offense. And down goes Mopin. Xavier Lankham comes up with a 9-yard tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 19 now. Wow, and on 3rd and 19, they run a screen, and it's going to be 4th and 15, and you got to all go take this all back to when Analyzer comes up with a game-winning interception in the end zone. Seals the deal here on this one, and on 4th and 15, it's not going to happen. Carlo Russell, the rookie linebacker, is going to come up with a 1-yard tackle for a loss right there, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Mr. Automatic's going to take the... Ooh, and it's blocked! Tyree Big Tibbs comes up with a blocked kick. But just like that, the Bangkok Pandas are moving on, and they're going back to the Gold Bowl as they win a thriller here on the road over the Houston Stags, man, and they had an incredible game. This was a lot of fun. This was down to the wire. It was a back and forth game, and man, this one was nuts. Trayvon Wright Jr. is your player of the game, though, as he had 10 receptions, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. This man went berserk out there, and he really found a groove with J Money, and they were doing their thing as they find a way to get it done and win it 33-21 after a huge stop by Analyzer. But man, J Money 22 for 39, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 rush for 10 yards. Trayvon Wright, we know what he did, man. Player of the game. Jamar Chase 3 for 90. Flandy Floss had 2 catches for 20 yards. Jalen Jones 5 catches, 52 yards. Had 3 rushes, 57 yards and a touchdown. Biggie Dishwasher got a little involved there in the rushing and the receiving game. Defense though, McGee had a sack and 3 tackles for loss. Xavier had a sack. Phelps had a sack. JB had 4 tackles. Man, Analyzer on that game-winning interception. That was an incredible one. Tina Adam had a tackle for loss. Nathan Bodie had 5 tackles. You had 4 extra points today, or 4 field goals today from Mr. Automatic. Man, he was balling out on the special teams unit. Molpin was 15 for 18, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns. That interception was a game-sealing interception for the Pandas. That one was huge. Came at the wrong time. Yandi 3 for 14. Noble had an incredible game. 8 receptions, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Johnny Munchops had 15 rushes, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Defense, though, man, look at Tyree. 7 tackles, 2 for loss, 2 for sack, 2 deflections. AJ Bourne had 4 tackles. He had Little Johnny had 2 deflections. Jackalope had a deflection. Moses 2 had a deflection. The defense was there. They kept them in the game. They held them on stops when they needed to. Just a crucial interception at the end of the game. And the Pandas are going to win this thing 33-21 over the Houston Stags here on the road in a thriller, insane, down-to-the-wire game. It was a lot of fun. We appreciate all y'all watching this one. The Final Four has been amazing, and it's been so much fun. We watched the Berlin Hellhounds take on the Minnesota Polar Bears earlier. Now we had the Bangkok Pandas take on the Houston Stags. This has been insane. We got the Banana Bowl coming up here on Wednesday. That was going to be a lot of fun, and a prospect game as well coming up with it as well. And that one's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be, you gotta wait, check it out on Wednesday. And then coming up a week from today on Saturday, we got the Season 9 Gold Bowl. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the Around the World Sports Network crew covering the game. It's going to be exciting, and we cannot wait to get that started. But we'll see y'all then.